Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. Happy Easter if you celebrate. Right now we have clear skies, 49 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 degrees Celsius. And I wasn't planning on recording puppy walks this morning because I planned on them going with me, but they're not allowed. So Priya has been gulping and Mateo has had some upset belly. So it's just going to be me going to Mike's for dinner. I'm a little pissed off, to be honest with you, but at the same token, a little relieved that for once I can take an adventure without worrying about them. So I can focus on photography and filming. And then of course next weekend's the races, so it'll be 2 Sundays in a row. So I'll have to probably do a quick little morning grab. I wasn't planning on that for the races either, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe the dogs just will be not in a video for a day. Alright, so I'm going to take them each for a nice lap individually. It's just before 9 o'clock, 8:58 a.m. Been up for quite a while. Video was already done and actually uploaded before I went to work yesterday. So I just really feel out of sync because I was so far ahead with the video this time around. But yeah, so that's the story today. So Easter dinner and then Wiser. I don't know how far we're going to make it. With not having them and having to worry about them, we should be able to get to the footbridge, hopefully. And that's plenty far for us. It's about halfway between Lake or Reservoir 1 and 2, I think. Somewhere in that vicinity. Alright, little man coming out. So we have made a change of plans since I cannot take them to Montour Preserve. Mike and I were discussing that last night. Apparently they watch cameras and they will kick you out if you bring your dog. Since we don't have the dogs, we can go see some birds and actually go see Montour Preserve. So a new location. Yeah, that works better. Plus, it puts me about 45 minutes closer to home. So we can stay out a little bit later than 5 o'clock. Because it's like an hour and 17-minute ride home from Wiser versus about 45-minute ride home from Montour. So eat dinner, pack up, and roll out. Yeah, Mike had ordered a stereo for his car. He returned it for other reasons, and then he had me buy it for him, and he paid me back. And the mechanic he has won't put it in, or they were supposed to call him this week, and they never did. So yesterday was literally our last day to request a return. We just put that it didn't fit. I have got to get it to UPS tomorrow. Otherwise, they will charge me. We will have paid for it. So we got to pick that up. I do need to get a box for it though. I don't think I have any boxes at home. Terry got something yesterday from Walmart to look and see what that is, how big that box is, if it's still in the house. But yeah, so gotta get that, remember. And other than that, just gonna, yeah, so Montour Preserve, and Mike's been there quite a few times. There's a really big owl. I think it's, he keeps telling me, what is it, the great horned owl, I think it is. And he said it's a baby. So he says the parents are somewhere. He goes, that's not even an adult. Damn thing's over a foot tall. Keep forgetting to include it in the vlogs. Enter clip now. It's on my phone. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Montour Preserve, one place I have never come to before, mainly because no dogs are allowed. They will kick you out. And already, there you go. All right, so we got a cardinal over here. Turn around, come here. Is that an otter or a beaver?
Neither.
What is it?
Martin.
There he is. He's a martin?
Yep. Related to the weasels. Oh.
He's fast. I was going to take pictures of this area here when all of a sudden I heard something behind me, like the rabbit the other day. I'm like, is that a beaver or is that an otter? But it's a martin.
Yeah, I saw the little guy the other day too, Thursday.
Sunbathing turtle on a pallet. There we go. ISO 100 instead of 1000. Now you can see the grain of the wood. Hi, Mr. Turtle or Mrs. Turtle.
Instead of the grain of the video.
Focus. Looks just like a log right now. Yeah, some logs.
Well, if you zoom down to that, the part that's sticking out of the water,
Yeah.
towards the other end of the pond, you'll see turtles. I can see them from here without zoom, so I'm sure you could definitely see them. It looks like there's about 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, you know what? I was in video mode. I wonder if that matters.
Maybe.
Well, unfortunately, the great horned owl is elusive today, the baby. We really don't want to run into the parents, but that right there is their nest. And we're not finding the baby today. And I have got myself in a very probably unsafe position if it were to pop up. I'm back in a little far here. Yeah, maybe about 30 feet, but I don't see anything, unfortunately. Squirrel! He's a fat squirrel. Pregnant?
Possibly.
I can't see shit.
I think.
There he is. He's at the top of that branch.
It is a woodpecker. Nope. He's coming around.
That squirrel shaking his tail.
Red-headed. Red-headed.
There he is. He's in the little, is that a baby? So that's a redheaded.
I see him.
Red-headed woodpecker.
Yep. Yep, that's him. That is 100% a red-headed woodpecker. That's the rarest woodpecker in Pennsylvania. Whatever it is, it went underwater.
Is it over here? They're not very nice creatures either if it is a beaver.
No.
Ryan. Hello, Mr. Turtle. You are nice and sharp at 60 millimeters. You're almost at 500, 600. Just sunbathing away.
Heads up.
I'm zooming in his eyeball. You a monster, buddy. Come on, focus, you stupid camera.
You should go up on land.
He's like, oh, you want to get a side shot of me? Okay, I'll pause right here and look right at you. Look at the size of this guy. Like limousine. I'm trying to make you YouTube famous, Mr. Turtle. So I did not agree to this. I did not sign a consent form. Oh well. What you doing, kitty cat? I don't think Mike's taking you home. Should we put a leash on you? We can take you for a walk. I got everything in the car I need for you. Someone else was walking their cat. Alright, on to trail number 2, the Wildlife Management Trail. 3/4 of a mile. Not that that ever means anything to us because we always overwalk stuff. Hope he doesn't poop on my face. Red-winged blackbird. Real hard to get. He's in a bad spot right now. Sorry, he's blurry.
Here's a little bit better.
He just flew again into a worse spot. Alright, so we'll have to try to make our way out here in the summertime, see how the butterflies are. It's like a little butterfly garden. Huh, pretty cool. And you can even give them mail. I hope Yogi doesn't decide to come out and play. That is a bear paw track. Yay! Hawk's Nest, we believe. Oh, Mr. Baker believes. Oh boy, maybe I should have brought more batteries with me for this camera. Oops, I'm at 43%. We'll make it. What you doing, little guy? And when you on my patio? Any relation? Be like 37 miles away. Of course, the wind could fly you. What you doing, Bunny Wabbit? Bunny Wabbit. He's a pretty Bunny Wabbit. Boy, I tell you, whenever you get near a body of water like this, it just gets so windy. What is it called? Lake what?
Chilisauqua.
Chilisauqua. Yeah, I'm going to remember that. Man-made, obviously, right?
Yes. On the other side of where this comes out, there's actually a trail that runs along.
Well, we're catching more nests than we are birds right now. It's getting a little scarce. I think the time of day is kind of hurting us here, because it is like 6:30 at night. And why is that not focusing at all? That's a red-winged blackbird. Yep, sure is.
Down below it is a blue jay.
Where?
On that same tree.
Hello, Mr. Blue Jay. I finally got your butt. Now I know your call. Yeah.
That's how I knew what it was, the call.
Let's see if I can. It's a picturesque tree. One more trail. Depending how long that takes, maybe a sunset or maybe going home. Alright, gonna do the last trail for tonight, Hummingbird Trail. And every one of these trails, well, they have a notice of what's allowed on them. And no puppers, no horses, no motorized vehicles, bicycles, no hunting. But then there's also this lovely sign here. You can't bring your dog, but you can bring a black bear.
You bring your cat.
You can bring your cat. And you can leave one in the parking lot too. Alright, so that gives you an idea of all the trails. The one we didn't do was around the lake. That's the biggie. That's almost 4 miles. 3.92. So in Mike and I's terms, it's probably like 5.5.
What?
Around the lake.
Mileage?